Hello world, PDR coming at you here with a Scion. I think it's a 2012 Scion, and it's got a real severe dent on the fender, driver's fender here, and it does have some scratching that's been touched up. So it was probably from a collision. It goes all the way back to there. What we're gonna do is get it warm, and what we always do, start on that brow on the top, right there. And I'm gonna grab my Shane Jack's jackhammer after getting it really warm, probably just up to about 100 degrees. Gotta be real careful when you're using the heat gun like this. You have to know how hot it is and how hot it gets it. A lot of people use the little thermometer, but I'm kind of old school and I just use my hand. Now that we got it nice and warm, we're going right here. You hear that sound? That's the key. Getting that high-pitched sound out first. And it goes like this, up and around. And that's where I'm hitting. You can hear the sound pitch change as I move the hammer around, but it's like I want it to have that high-pitched ting. Keep it warm. Even though this one does have some paint damage, we want to get it out with as little as possible. I flattened out that brow out a little bit. Now I'm going to get up to the top of this one. It's just going to be a lot of tapping. I don't know if we're going to do this entire dent on camera. We'll probably make a couple cuts because this is a large dent, folks. I sure do appreciate you clicking on the video. If you would, hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel. So now we're just tapping out some of these really intense high brows right here. Don't know if you can hear me because of the tapping. Excuse the background noise. I'm just finding where they pinch the hardest and breaking down those little bits of brows. You can still hear that high-pitched sound. Kind of starting to change now. Here we go. We'll come back and show you a little bit more in a bit. Okay, now we're going to make some pushes. Got this thing nice and hot. I'm just going to take number one and slide right up underneath this rubber, the inner fender liner, and I can tell that my tool is right where I want it. I'm going to start on this edge and just kind of run towards it. Go right down in that body line and make some pretty hard pushes through the middle, but it has to be done. That little one up there. If you can see where I'm at, I'm right here on this edge. It's kind of a strange visual to look right into. I have to know right where I'm at. There we go. And honestly, I'm doing a lot by feel. I'm going to move the board a little bit, and I'm going to keep it warm. This last little bit where I push through the middle, I want to have it nice and warm. The paint's already fractured, but there's nothing I can do about that. I'm just gonna make sure, as I say all the time, that I minimize that, keep that to the minimum. Couple more seconds of heat, and then I'm gonna dial right into this little edge. On the kind of the front side, I guess we'd say. And I've been working on this edge the whole time, so if you're wondering why I haven't gone down in the middle and pushed that majority of the big dent out. It's because I have to make sure that this edge comes out nice and fine before I do any work to that. This edge is what's holding in the whole dent. Still pretty warm. So now I'm going to make some soft pushes through the middle and just try to bring it up a little bit. Like I say, we'll probably put this into a bunch of different pieces, but right now I'm just going to spend about another 20 minutes doing what I'm doing right here. Really, really soft pushes. Okay, now we're going to make some pushes on this back one. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the owl is cooing in the background. She's really making some noise. And I'm coming right in through this little ridge and just cleaning it up. It's not super hot. This part isn't super severe. And it's a nice 70-degree day out. I hope you're all enjoying your day, and I hope that you at least got to see something cool, maybe learn something, but or at least slightly entertained. I'm sure you see the reflection of Wifey's pink pants. But that one came out pretty nice. Now let's move up to this right here. They're not pink, they're yellow. Pink shirt. I'm gonna get this real hot, real fast, real carefully. The heat gun thing is, you must have a lot of experience when you're using a heat gun or a torch anywhere near paint. The paint heats up a lot faster than the metal does. That's why I keep on putting my hand on it like this. The reason why I keep running my hand across it is because I'm heating them both up, and then I'm cooling the paint. And then I'm heating the metal up and the paint, and then I'm cooling the paint. So I'm getting the metal to heat up at the same rate as the paint. There is a little bit of a science to my madness. Now let's push on this dent, going right up underneath the plastic. Finding a nice little area, and I'm just gonna come right through the middle like I should. And make those nice little baby pushes right through that line. It's probably tough to see because I'm right up in the scratch. I'm coming through the middle. There we go. It's coming out nice. But at this point, I rarely do something like this after I've already pushed and on something that has some paint damage to it, but it doesn't seem like this is hot enough. Might be something wrong with the glue gun. Try to make one little pull just to move some metal. And that should be cool. It might not even pull. I don't expect it to because it was a kind of a cold glue gun for some reason. See, we moved a little bit. And I even pinched my finger on that one. That's for not wearing the glove. Ouch. A little bit of ISO. Get that glue right off. And that's where I pinched myself, guys. Ouch. Moved a little bit of metal. I'm just going to go back in with the heater. And tool the rest out. I know it's kind of a long video, but this dent is kind of a long dent. Oh, see, it wants to move now. We're at that crux point where it really wants to flex out and stay there. So it's when I take my time and go really slow, because I don't want to just pop that out and have a high spot pushing there. I want to find the spot that has the most tension, which means probably move my board a little bit. Maybe you guys can see it better, maybe not. And going right through the middle. Very, very finite pushes. I have to know where I'm pushing and how hard I'm pushing with every push. So I'll keep on doing this and we'll come back in a sec. Okay, and this is what we ended up with. Not perfect, but very, very much better. The customer is going to be really happy, I hope, and he is well aware that the paint scratch and chip is all beyond me, but we got it out without breaking any paint. I think I want to buff it a little bit right there because it's got a little tapper marks, but yeah, it was pretty severe. It ended up coming out really nice. Sure appreciate you guys watching this video. If you would, hit that like button. It helps out the channel a lot, and hit that sub button. You'll be notified every time we make new content. This has been PDR, and I'm out. Peace.